welcome to the Only Empty Hands channel. I'm Crystal. Today we're going to be going over a few handstand tips, how to work into handstand for beginners, and I have Dale here with me today to help me out. First, we're going to fade over and I'm going to show you some exercises to strengthen up your core and your form in handstand against the wall. So these are two exercises that you can use to build a little bit of strength while you're learning your balance in handstand. So the first thing I like to do is come up to a wall that you know is safe, you're not going to punch through it, and put your hands about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. You're going to need quite a bit of space when you come down here. Get your nice strong setup with your hands right underneath your shoulders. Lift one leg up, and you can kick a little bit more here as much as you need, or you can ask someone for a spot to place your foot on the wall. Once you get there, you're going to tuck your chin a little bit and try to press the back of your head into the wall, straightening out your arms. So this will help with press handstand. Engage your abs and start dropping one leg. And this is still a work in progress, so it doesn't have to be perfect and you don't have to drop it very low, but you get it as close to the ground as you can. Push with the hands, exhale, and lift it back up. And then go ahead and try your other leg. Drop it as low as you can, and push and lift it back up. And you can just keep alternating your legs as many times as you want or you have breath for. And then be sure to come back up and not do it for too long so you can get the blood back in the rest of your body. That's stressful on your wrists, so roll through your wrists, take a break. And if you have too much pain in your wrists, you can put a yoga wedge underneath your wrist, lifting the angle of your wrist. Roll up a towel or a mat and place it under the palms of your hands. So the second one I'll show you is the opposite way. This is how you're going to measure. You're going to stick your legs straight out, foot on the wall, square off your hips, and then just check out how far away from the wall you are. I could probably need to be a little bit closer. So notice where that standing leg is, turn around, and that's where your hands go. This drill is to help you get your hips over your hands. Same thing. It's an extension on the wrist, so you want to be really careful and take care of yourself. Be gentle on the wrist. Go ahead and step your feet onto the wall. Walk them up, and then start tipping upside down. I think I went a little high there, so you want to be about 90 degrees, keeping your knees bent so your hips are back. And then you just start practicing straightening your legs, trying to get your hips over your hands, and lift one leg up. So with the knees bent, that's a little gentler, and you can keep breathing here. And then you just practice straightening that leg till it kind of wants to float off. And you can practice one leg or both legs. Take a deep breath in a knee after you do that because you've been upside down for a while. And you can also try dropping the leg and picking it back up in that position. So those are my favorite two ways to build strength in your arms, flexibility in your shoulders, and a little bit more lift in your legs. Hi, so my favorite thing is to continue to work handstand in the middle of the room because the more you practice it the correct way and without a prop like the wall, the sooner you'll get it. So let's go ahead and place your hands down on the mat. The first thing we want to make sure is that our hands are right underneath our shoulders. If you don't have anyone there to help you, then you can go ahead and look in a mirror straight on and make sure that the top of your deltoid, this bone right here, is coming pretty much straight through your elbows and out through your middle finger. That looks really nice. So you're going to firm up the triceps and you're going to tuck your toes and lift both your knees off the mat. Stay gazing right about at your thumbs so you have this natural curve in your neck. You don't want to stress your neck out too much. The second thing we're going to do is lift up your leg, one leg, see how high you can get it and hold. Something to pay attention to here is once you lift your leg up, it's really common to lift this hip and have it open towards the side of the room. We want to do the opposite. You want to tuck it down and under just like he's done. Another way to check that is tuck your chin quickly and look at your back toe. And over here, you want to check if your pinky toe is pointed to the side of the room or straight down. So this is a really nice prep for handstand. So he's going to go ahead and drop his foot down, come back to standing, and try to maintain that position, standing straight up. So let's start with your hands straight out in front of you. Switch sides again. He's got his triceps externally rotated just enough to solidify the head of the humerus down in your shoulder socket. That looks nice. Flex your fingers back as much as you can, which is hard without the ground there, and that's normal. And then put your feet together. Okay, we'll start from the bottom up. Press down through the balls of your feet. Good. Go ahead and take your hips, press them back just a little bit so the weight's in your heels, and then pull your abs in. Press Uddiyana Bandha belly button in and up. So you're standing nice and tall. Great. So everything's really strong here. When you go upside down, you're going to be pushing through the balls of your feet. So that will look like him just rising up onto his tippy toes. Yeah, and coming back down. And that's hard too if you're not engaged in the legs. So we're slowly going to bring your hands overhead to a point where you feel some restriction and pause there. Okay, so second thing we want to pay attention to here is if he lifts higher than this and his shoulder comes out of its socket, that's not a very stable base. We're not stacking bones to balance on. So this is a good place for you to start being aware of shoulder flexibility, shoulder mobility, and how you're going to start improving on handstand. Now we're going to take this halfway down. So go ahead and stick your left leg out behind you again. As he drops the chest, he's going to lift the leg, trying to keep everything in alignment, remembering everything we just talked about. I'm going to give him a little bit of balance here. Pinky toe down, which he's doing nicely. Abs up and in. And then if you were in handstand, your chin would be lifted just a little, gazing at your thumbs. Nice. Breathe. Good. And then release. Come back up to standing. Go ahead and drop your hands for a second. Good work. Okay, we're going to put that all together and come back down to the mat. So start in Tadasana. Good. Firm up the legs, firm up the belly, straighten the arms, flex your wrist. Good. Chin lifted just slightly. Come down halfway. Leg out behind you. Good. Keeping the abs in. And then bend your standing leg. Come all the way back down with your hands on the mat. Leg lifted how we started. From here, your first exercise is simply going to be to swing your leg down and up several times and start hopping your bottom toes closer to your hands. That's your goal. So don't kick up. No pony kicks. No two legs in the air. No crazy things. Yeah. Just hopping. And Dale's going to go ahead and try 2 more times, and you're going to notice where his toes are, and he's going to try to get them closer to his hands. Good. That was good. That was like 5 inches, now 8 inches. That's really nice. And you're noticing he's getting a little out of breath because the more you do this, the more weight's going onto your shoulders and into handstand. Then you can go ahead and take a rest. Drop down to all fours. And breathe. Nice work. Okay, next step. You ready? All right, so we'll start where we finished. Bring it back to that position with your hands down and one leg up. This time he is going to try and get some hang time. So he's going to hop where he's already got his toes hopped as close as he can get them. And now his goal is to get these hips right over his shoulders. And I'm going to give him a little spot. So hop twice, and on the second one, I'll spot you. 1, good. 2, lift. Nice. Press your hips back. Push into your hands as hard as you can. And it's really common to have your ribs flare out right here. So he's going to hug his ribs back together, tightening his abs. Good. Same thing with the flag leg here. He's going to ensure he doesn't fall overhead, but he comes back down. And then he's going to bring his bottom leg up to meet his top leg. Nice job. Come back down slowly. Slowly, yes. And all fours, rest. Or stand up and rest. Good. So one last thing here. He's going to put all that together, kick right up into handstand, and I'm going to give you one more pointer while you're in handstand, which is basically Tadasana upside down, and we're going to put that form back together. Yeah? Okay. When you're ready. Prep. Come through warrior 3, drop your hands down. Breathe on an inhale, kick up. Exhale, squeeze the belly, inhale, lift. Nice. Both legs together, and now he's got this nicely, putting everything together. I'm going to give him a little bit of pressure on the top of his feet so he can push into my hand. And what he's going to do is do the same thing. Close your ribs, bring your abs in. Nice. Press through your feet. Use your bandhas. Spread the fingers. Keep straightening the arms. Breathe slow. And your trick is to come down even slower than you went in. Yes, yes, yes. That's where you start building the strength. To lift back in a handstand. Nice work. All of these things he did pretty quickly, but he's been practicing handstand for a while. Some of those skills take months to learn, but it's worth it to work in that exact correct form because then you don't have to overcome bad habits later. So really nice job. Thank you for joining me. And I'm Crystal. You can check out my LinkedIn profile below, and I hope these tips helped you. Namaste.